Hey there, pirates! Welcome aboard the Anime No Mi channel. Zoro is already a great swordsman, but he still has a vast potential for growth that can be explored. And this is about to happen now, with Rayleigh arriving in Elbaf to reunite with the Straw Hat Pirates. Rayleigh is now going to teach Zoro how to use his true power, including how a true swordsman uses Conqueror's Haki. This training could help Zoro unlock new powerful techniques that will aid him in his journey to defeat Mihawk and become the greatest swordsman in the world. So, leave your like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. YouTube isn't too fond of channels that talk about anime, so make sure you're actually subscribed and now comment. Who is your favorite swordsman in One Piece? Now let's get into the video. The other day I was desperate to watch a super rare anime I'd heard about. You know, the ones everyone talks about, but no one can find? I searched all the streaming services in the country and found nothing. I was about to give up when I had a brilliant idea. Access the content directly from Japan. And do you know how I did it? With NordVPN, of course. Imagine having a magic key that not only keeps you safe online, but also unlocks a world of possibilities on the internet. That's what NordVPN does. With NordVPN, I was able to switch my server to Japan and finally watch that dream anime on Japanese Netflix with English subtitles. It's like having a VIP pass to the world of anime. Let me quickly explain what a VPN is. Basically, NordVPN hides your IP address and redirects your connection to a remote server. This means your data is always secure and private. No one can see which websites you visit, ensuring your total privacy. But wait, this isn't just about security and privacy, it's about opening doors to a world of possibilities. Imagine you're a passionate otaku, always on the hunt for the latest anime releases. With NordVPN, you can access exclusive content from anywhere on the planet. Those amazing anime that are only released in Japan? Just switch your server to Japan and watch the premieres in real time with English subtitles. It's like having a passport to the land of otakus, all from the comfort of your home. But it doesn't stop there. With NordVPN, you can explore new languages, access Japanese stores, and buy those action figures and manga directly from Japan. And the best part, all of this with the peace of mind that your data is protected. With NordVPN's Threat Protection Pro, you get advanced digital protection against malware and online threats. Need to download a file? Threat Protection Pro scans for malware. About to click a link? Threat Protection Pro blocks fake, malicious, or phishing websites. Annoying pop-ups always showing up on your screen? You guessed it, Threat Protection Pro blocks ads to ensure a smooth browsing experience. NordVPN works on all popular operating systems: Windows, macOS, Linux, Android, and iOS, and protects up to 10 devices with a single account, including your router. This means you can keep the whole family safe and connected. And there's more. NordVPN is the fastest VPN on the planet and has a button called Quick Connect. With one click, the smart algorithm finds the best server for you, ensuring the best possible connection. So, if you want to dive into the anime universe, explore new horizons, and still protect your data, NordVPN is your magic key. So, don't waste any time. Click the first link in the description and get 4 months extra on a 2-year plan. HT's risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. Check out NordVPN now. You're gonna love it, and it will completely change the way you use the internet. Access our link and don't miss this opportunity, nordvpn.com animenomi. Guys, Rayleigh has a lot of affection for the Straw Hats, considering them the next pirates who will find the One Piece treasure. After meeting them during the auction house incident, Rayleigh helped the Straw Hat Pirates on several occasions. We know that he protected them from Kizaru, who was nearly able to defeat all of the Straw Hats and almost took Zoro's life, showing that the swordsman was still not strong enough. After the Straw Hats reunited, 2 years after the great battle at Marineford, he taught Nami the technical details of how to navigate a coded ship. When the Marines pursued the crew, Rayleigh helped the Straw Hats escape the island by distracting a large number of the Marines, increasing their chances of getting away. In the past, Rayleigh taught Nami how to navigate a coded ship, and even during the time skip, he trained Luffy in the use of Haki and how to improve his physical strength. Rayleigh has already been a great mentor to the Straw Hats, and now he is about to have the chance to teach other Straw Hats how to fight, such as Zoro, who shares a great similarity with Rayleigh, being almost a version of him for the new generation. Both are the right hand of their captains, as well as the second strongest in their crew, and both use swords imbued with Haki in combat to defeat their enemies. This great similarity between them could lead to Rayleigh training Zoro in the future, helping him to learn powerful new techniques that will allow him to defeat powerful enemies later on. He could help Zoro perfect his Haki, just as he did with Luffy during the time skip. Not only that, but Rayleigh could also give him the incredible sword that belonged to Roger, the sword known as Ace, one of the 12 Supreme Grade Mato swords in the world of One Piece. As we know, after Roger lost his life, his sword disappeared, and no one has had the opportunity to wield it for many years. Rayleigh, as Roger's former right hand, likely knows the location of this sword. It would be extremely useful in Zoro's hands, as the Ace sword is a cleaver classified as one of the 12 Supreme Grade Mato, one of the most durable swords with incredible cutting power. We've seen Roger use this sword in great confrontations, like 38 years ago during the God Valley incident, where Roger used Ace to face the powerful Rocks pirates. 11 years later, he wielded his powerful Ace sword during the Battle of Ed War. A year later, Roger used Ace in combat against his main rival Whitebeard in their final battle, which lasted 4 days. Since then, this sword has never been seen again, nor was it buried with Roger's body, which could mean it is in the possession of a trusted pirate of Roger's, possibly his former right hand, Rayleigh. As one of the 12 Supreme Grade Mato, the quality of Ace's blade ranks among the best, being one of the most powerful weapons ever created, rivaled only by a few other weapons, such as the Murakamogiri that belonged to Edward Newgate and Yoru, which is currently in the possession of Rayleigh Mihawk. Despite being used to face extremely strong enemies capable of causing great destruction, this sword has never been shown to have suffered any damage, which proves its immense durability. Roger often imbued the sword with Busoshoku and Haoshoku Haki, allowing him to face many powerful enemies. With just the Ace sword and his Haki, Roger was able to become the Pirate King, defeating numerous powerful pirates along the way and obtaining the legendary One Piece treasure. With the Ace sword, we saw that Roger could use an incredible technique called Kamusari. Roger imbued Ace with Haoshoku Haki, and then swung his sword horizontally, creating a powerful attack capable of pushing even the mighty swordsman Odin a great distance. This attack was the Kamusari, an attack that others who wield the Ace sword could also use in combat. But for that to be possible, the user of the Ace sword would also need to have incredible Haki control like Roger, along with great swordsmanship mastery. Zoro has demonstrated many times that he possesses incredible potential, needing only to refine his Haki so that his swordsmanship can become even more powerful. Just like Roger, we can imagine that Rayleigh could teach Zoro to use the Kamusari, the technique we saw being used by Roger and Shanks, and now Zoro could master this technique, which would be the key to him becoming stronger. Zoro is an extremely skilled and talented swordsman, showing great talent from a very young age. Throughout his journey as a pirate, Zoro has improved his swordsmanship multiple times. Since his defeat by Mihawk, Zoro decided to become more powerful, training arduously to perfect his skills and become the greatest swordsman in the world, even being trained by Mihawk himself. Zoro has an abundance of sword skills, but what remains is for him to improve his Haki and acquire better swords so he can finally face the world's greatest swordsman and claim that title. In addition to being a highly skilled and dedicated swordsman, Zoro has a great ability to mimic sword movements with remarkable ease, being a quick learner when he wants to be. In the Wano arc, we saw that Zoro was very interested in Kinemon's unique sword style, called Foxfire, a style capable of creating and cutting through flames with ease using a sword. When he saw Kinemon use it for the first time against Smiley and Punk Hazard, Zoro found this sword style incredible, and he began to closely observe how Kinemon wielded it in combat. Later, during the battle against Kaido and Big Mom in Onigashima, it was revealed that Zoro had perfectly copied this technique, adding it to his repertoire of sword skills. This was especially useful during the Onigashima conflict, where improving his skills was necessary to defeat the powerful pirates allied with Kaido. Now that Zoro has mastered the Foxfire style, he can cut through flames, as shown when he sliced Prometheus, a homie with flame attributes even managing to injure him. Even though it was his first time using it, Zoro proved to be highly adaptable, cutting Kaido's Bolo breath and incorporating it into his sword styles without much visible difference from how Kinemon used the Foxfire sword style. Learning this fighting style enabled Zoro to cut through King's strongest technique, a move called Omori Karyudon, which created a giant flame dragon that Zoro quickly sliced, leading to the defeat of the Lunarian during the battle. This shows that Zoro would also be capable of copying the techniques Roger used with his sword, if he were to obtain it from Rayleigh, who likely knows where the Ace sword is. With this sword, Zoro would become incredibly stronger, able to use extremely powerful techniques capable of defeating any opponent who tries to stop him. With Rayleigh's training, Zoro would grow even more powerful, finally able to face Mihawk in an epic duel of swordsman, a duel that both Zoro and Mihawk have been waiting a long time to have. Roger's sword does not appear to have any special powers, but it has already proven to be incredibly powerful. In the hands of an experienced swordsman like Zoro, this sword could once again be used to its full potential. As we can see, Rayleigh would be a great mentor for Zoro, giving him highly effective training, strengthening his swordsmanship skills, and even enhancing his haki. Zoro still has some difficulty using haki correctly in battle, but through this training he could reach Rayleigh's level at his prime, bringing him even closer to achieving his goal of becoming the greatest swordsman in the world. So, with the encounter between Rayleigh and Zoro, the opportunity may arise for them to train together, making Zoro even more powerful and possibly granting him a great technique that would further enhance his strength. That was today's content. We hope you liked it and want to share your opinion on the subject. Don't forget to share the video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care and stay amazing.